Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Express!
Check. Lucky.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Yes, sir. You didn't want that. You didn't want that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Double tight. 4 down. Jam him.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Hey.
Mike 29.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Here we go.
Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Check. Hey, check.
List 5-7.
Mike 57. Hey, watch the lane. 36.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Odd. 3 down. Odd.
Great.
Hey, alert 3.
Shit.
Wins the throw on second down. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. T.J. Watt in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Hang in there now.
Hang in there now. Deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long.
Ron. 3-5-7.
4 down.
Here, shit.
On the gun. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Here comes the Rams punter now. No room for error. His first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taken in at the 22. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach can hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Here's Newton on the move to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. DJ Chark, 41 yards. And the Cowboys have taken it. When the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that will keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Wentz now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield,
hang in there now.
If you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
3 down.
What's your son?
Check.
What's son?
Once again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey.
Last stop.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get a couple yards
Shorty.
one, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Great 15.
Check. 50.
What's son?
Looking from the gun, Wentz. He's got Fuller. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Come on now, Owen. Come on now. Let's go.
Bunch set, bunch set.
81, 81. Ron.
I got 11.
Hey, grade 15, grade 15.
What we got?
82, 82. Hey, stash.
Wins now on first down.
Hot.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Black, come on.
Mike, 55.
82, 82. Here, shit.
Into the red zone, wins. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion
hang in there
that we
now.
saw there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Black.
Hey, we got 3 down. Check.
They'll run now. And he stopped immediately there.
On the ball.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Tyson.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach
Lion.
prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Cowboys have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Check 3. 29 is the Mike.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
Partner, how he managed to get positive yardage out of that run, I have no idea.
Hey,
But
get
a
right
little
down.
juking, a little moving, got it done.
Got him 2 yards.
20.
Mike.
After the run, Newton going to throw.
And bring it.
Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly
Great.
executed crossing route.
Safety's creeping.
Hey, get right there.
Check 31.
It's Cannon. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Michael Blockers in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Safe. 4-7's the Mike. 4-7.
Hey.
Attack here. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third.
Bang, bang.
Gun, gun.
Do some. 2, Mike, 22.
Hey, hey.
Hey.
All day, dog.
20.
Watch.
Now it's Newton. Buying time to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Good chip. Hey, stash.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Black. Hey, 52. Great. Here, shit.
On first and 10, here's Wentz.
Check.
Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to get him again. The third time he sacked him here tonight.
Black. Gold. 46 down, man. 5-4. Hey, great 15.
Check.
Black, come on.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows. Difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Come on now.
The Rams on
Let's
third
go.
down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever.
82.
Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, great 57. What's your son?
Shut down now for Wentz. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, L.A. Will Fuller, an even 90 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. As a former DB, from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball.
Check 26, check 26.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
White 33. Express. What are you?
He's coming.
This time he'll look to throw.
Hold this.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there. We're going to set. 180.
Alert. Slam, slam, slam.
Let's rock now.
2 by 22. Let's get it together.
Third down. It's Cannon.
Check, check.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball and the ones in the huddle doing the tricking, right now I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey. We got 4.
Part, I think, from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
3 down.
3. Shit.
On second down, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to follow him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the packet and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Shit.
3 down.
First down, this is McCaffrey. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Too fast, baby.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
What's tight?
Black, come on.
What's tight? Tight is right.
Black, come on.
3 down, 3 down.
82.
On second down, here's Wentz.
3 buzz.
Called in by Anderson, left side. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target. He had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout
Hang
here.
in there now. Hang in there
As
now.
they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ron.
55's mine, guys.
Shorty. Liz 5'7".
I'm coming after you.
Liz.
Alert flare.
Ford Tokyo.
That's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Watch the twist.
Black, come on.
55, Mike, 55.
Black, come on. Hey, Great 15.
Let's go, defense.
To throw is Wentz. They'll drop it off to McCaffrey.
Tight dog.
This will not go down. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the field goal here at the end of the second quarter and take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board, and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Liz. Here, shit. Black, come on. Black.
Go.
Rip.
Motion.
First down, Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Come on now. Oh, come on now. Let's
again,
go.
The 25, 2nd and 10.
Tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Ron.
Three down.
Great.
Eyes.
Here, shit.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down.
I got it.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D,
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go.
Strong right.
Hey, Stash.
Three down.
Hey, great 15. Hey, Stash. Here, shit.
They run again with a giant. And he's across the 40, three extra yards to the 43. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come on now.
Rams
Come on
on
now.
3rd
Let's go.
down. 2
Man,
for
5,
5
7.
to this point. This time they face a 3rd
Ron.
and 2.
Right there. 54.
What's this, son?
Now Wentz.
Don't say nothing.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Great. Ready. 180.
Hey. You got
20.
Three down.
Express.
Fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And they'll run it here. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Come on now.
The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. They go again with Miller. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And the Rams getting set to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They start with McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Oh, boy,
T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
I know you felt that one.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Come on now, come on now, let's go.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Black. Liz.
Guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
Hey, rip 5-7.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Watch tight end.
81. Hey, great 15. 82.
Right there in the middle. 55.
Man, that's trash. Slam.
Lion.
Mike 50.
Here, shit.
Mike 55.
Here's Wentz to throw.
Get him.
Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Alert. 3.
Hey, stash.
Dancing to his left.
They're coming.
And he connects with Ebron. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run,
Man,
able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Great.
Mike 55.
82.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
81.
Mike 55. Check 55.
Gold.
You must be.
Get over there. Go. Here, shit.
He's coming. We got double up.
Going on first is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check down. 81.
Go. Blue 80.
Now, once again, out to the left, it's complete to Dykson. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Hang in there now.
Second
Hang in there
and 5
now.
after the 5-yard completion on 1st
Tight
down.
end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move.
Play action. Now Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. The Rams on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be third and 5.
Empty. Empty.
We got 4.
Hey, grade 15. Grade 15.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
Sponge. Hey, stash. Here we go. 120.
Mike 54. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Come on now.
So
Come on
signs
now.
of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 13.
Give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays, he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit. Sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from that.
And the defenders know it, too. They step out, don't they? And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And Donald in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
That's what I'm talking about, defense.
The Rams on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is
Lion,
3rd and 14.
Hey.
Black.
4 down.
Wrap.
Show an 8.
Here, shit.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel really good about that position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
Check.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift.
And an alley to run. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. 0-0, Mike free.
Now a handoff looking right.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They finally do get him down, but we've got penalty flags on the field as well, and they might get 15 more out of this.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Mike 3, Mike 3.
Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Go, run.
DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys will have the lead if they can hit the PAT. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Butker now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
Go! I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick.
Throwing his way.
Right here.
Escaping the pressure right.
Crash.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Great. Ram.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Even. 4 down. Even. Man left.
82. Shorty. Great.
Shift.
Black.
Shift. Mike 5-5. Mike 55.
Lion. Here, shift.
Working from the gun. Wentz.
Hey, get him. You got him.
Able to get away. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Take it at the 37. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. And out now come the Cowboys. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That's it, baby.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike 10. Mike 10, Mike 10.
They try the right side here.
Run.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Oh, yeah,
A
that's
great
score.
play there.
That's how you score.
38 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs.
Great 15, great 15.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Blitz now on 1st down. Ebron with it over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Come on now,
Come on now. In their hip pocket, of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive?
Run.
To get them started, nice gain, got some momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Shows his strength at the 50. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive. Knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Black, come on.
Mike's 54.
Hey, great 15, great 15.
You're trash, you're trash.
What's on?
And that's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Strong right.
82, 82.
4 down.
Hey, check Mike,
Again, it's Wins. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller.
On the
And
ball.
he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Sunday.
4 yards on the completion, and it
52,
sets up
great.
a 3rd down.
Black.
55 is mine, guys. 55.
Here, shit.
Now Wentz on 3rd down.
Motion, I got one.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
Good job, baby.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
All day, baby, all day.
Good job. Break. Check nine.
Ten's the mic. Ten's the mic. Watch the run.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
4 down. Alert.
Lion.
To throw. Being chased out left. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
That's how the defense score points.
Key to tight end. Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Here on the end line. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Great.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Now it's Newton. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Odd. 5 down. Stand up in.
I got 40.
What is that?
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Double tight.
3 down.
Set. What it is?
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
You don't want it? You don't want none of that.
Give me that. Pick up the ball.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.